Russia's unprecedented decision to send 7 state-of-the-art warships through the English Channel was a deliberate show of force by Vladimir Putin aimed at wresting the UK's ability to respond in the midst of the coronavirus pandemic, a naval expert said. Last week's incident, coming as it did at a time when the world is facing the collective onslaught of COVID-19, was seen by many as a deliberately timed act of provocation by Russia's president. Furthermore, Ian Ballantyne, editor Warships International Fleet Review, pointed to military exercises in the East Mediterranean carried out against mock enemy, commenting, "That can only mean NATO." With the total number of confirmed cases hitting 900,000 according to Johns Hopkins University's Coronavirus Resource Center, much of the world is under lockdown. In contrast, with the official total in Russia standing at just 2,337, with 17 deaths, Mr. Putin has attempted to project an. Mr. Ballantyne told Express, like other nations, Russia has triggered a widespread military response to the coronavirus within its own borders while also sending medical specialists from its armed forces to Italy, in order to help battle the virus there. However, while NATO, quite sensibly, curtailed or called off some major combat training exercises, the Russian military has made a point during the pandemic of carrying on with business as usual. The alliance has many different players to coordinate, all of whom will have different national priorities, especially in this time of global crisis. However, he added, above and beyond long-planned exercises, there have also been major deployments by Russian Navy units into waters close to the shores of NATO nations. These have included sending 7 warships, 2 frigates, 3 corvettes and 2 amphibious assault vessels, into the North Sea and through the English Channel. This was unprecedented for, usually Russian task groups, including the nuclear-powered battle cruiser RFS Peter the Great, aircraft carrier RFS Kuznetsov and guided missile submarine RFS Oral, had only 1 or 2 escorts and a few support vessels. By contrast, 5 of the combatants deployed into the North Sea and English Channel were among the latest type in Russian service, with the ability to launch precision strikes deep inland with cruise missiles. Mr. Ballantyne said, the sailing of so many modern, cutting-edge Russian surface combatants through NATO waters, along with a gaggle of fleet support ships, was a deliberate show of force to demonstrate Moscow is not wilting under the coronavirus onslaught. And it was not just restricted to waters off northern Europe. At around the same time, in the eastern Mediterranean, 3 equally modern Russian frigates staged a firepower demonstration, firing missiles and guns at targets in the sea and in the air. According to the Russian Navy, it was a training exercise to destroy a detachment of ships of the Mach. In total, 9 British ships shadowed the Russian vessels in waters around the UK, the Royal Navy confirmed on Thursday. Type 23 frigates HMS Kent, HMS Sutherland, HMS Argyll and HMS Richmond joined offshore patrol vessels HMS Tyne and HMS Mersey together with RFA Tide Force, RFA Tidespring and HMS Echo for the operation, with support from NATO allies. Lieutenant Nick Ward, HMS Tyne's executive officer, said, as the armed forces are helping the NHS save lives in the UK, it's essential the Navy continues to deliver the tasks we have always performed to help keep Britain safe. This is very much part of routine business for HMS Tyne and represents one of the many roles our patrol vessels perform in support of the Royal Navy's commitments. This is our core business and represents an enduring commitment to uphold